Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is Saturday, May 9th, and I will be chatting with you my takeaways from being a podcaster. So, yesterday I reached a milestone. I hit 44 episodes on my podcast for the Davidson Hang podcast, where I interview interesting people. And the genesis of this was from listening to Lewis Howes and Tim Ferriss and James Altucher and Rich Roll's podcasts. I'm a huge podcast nerd. Probably have listened to over 1,000 podcast episodes by now. I usually listen to one a day for it's been at least 5 years since I started getting into podcasts. But thought that I wanted, but the reason why I got into it is because when I'm having interesting conversations with other people, I'm always like, man, like it'd be great to record this because I think humans are innately curious and they want to learn. So that's my vision, or that's why. So my goal is to get to 100, episode 100 for the Davidson Hang podcast by the end of the year. So far, I'm pacing well. Just in COVID alone, I think I've released like 25 episodes. So it's been a productive time. But yeah, so wanted to, and I enjoy putting these out because I think it's like a daily reflection, and hopefully it gives people an idea of things they want to work on and the creative process. So I was chatting with Jackie Shao yesterday, episode 44 on the Davidson Hang podcast, and asked her a lot of questions about the creative process. She's a life coach who specializes with working with creatives. She has a graphic design and branding background, photography and things like that. So yeah, I noticed for me, the creative process is there's not for me, I noticed that it gets easier every day. I think the first time or the second time is hard, and the first like 20 times it's hard when you release your first podcast or when you write your first blog post. But I think I'm up to at least 200 different blog posts. So that's something that I would say creating healthy habits is helping me be able to release things. YouTube is always that's always a tricky beast because it's always just weird listening to yourself, re-listening to yourself and re-watching yourself. So that's something I'm working on that I could definitely improve on. And yeah, I got some feedback on how to make my podcast better. So I will be adding an intro to all of my podcast episodes to set the tone, set the stage. Really good advice. So my commitment is to listen to how to improve my podcast, and there's some content on LinkedIn Learning I could check out about that. But yeah, just wanted to have this reflection just to kind of bring you along the journey, along the podcast journey. So hope you enjoy this. Hope everyone is staying safe out there, and I can't wait to see you all in person. Cheers.